In 1943, during the height of World War II, naval engineer Richard James was working in a Philadelphia shipyard on a serious problem. Heavy seas made it difficult to keep sensitive instruments stable aboard naval vessels. James experimented with tension springs, hoping to design a system that could absorb shock and steady equipment, even when ships rocked violently. It was tedious, technical work, but one small accident would turn his project into something entirely different. One day, James accidentally knocked a coil spring from his workbench. Instead of simply dropping and rolling, the spring bounced to the floor and began to walk across it, flipping end over end in a strange, mesmerizing motion. Watching the spring seemingly come alive, James immediately recognized that he had stumbled onto something unusual. What began as a naval stabilizer had revealed the makings of a toy. Intrigued, James began experimenting with different sizes and tensions, looking for the perfect balance that would allow the spring to walk smoothly down steps and across surfaces. With the help of his wife Betty, who encouraged him to market the discovery, the couple refined the design. Betty is credited with naming it the Slinky, a word she found in a dictionary that meant graceful or sleek. In 1945, the Jameses took out a loan to produce 400 Slinkies, each made of coiled steel. They debuted the toy at Gimbel's department store in Philadelphia just in time for Christmas. At first, shoppers were skeptical until Richard set a Slinky on top of a display and let it walk down a stack of boxes. Within 90 minutes, all 400 were sold. The Slinky had become an overnight sensation. What made the toy irresistible was its simplicity. Unlike complicated gadgets, it didn't need batteries, gears, or instructions. A coil of steel wire could perform an endless series of tricks, walking downstairs, flipping end over end, and hypnotizing anyone watching. It tapped into a universal delight, watching a simple object move in a surprising way. Over the following decades, the Slinky became one of the most successful toys of all time, selling hundreds of millions of units worldwide. It entered the Toy Hall of Fame, inspired jingles, and even found unexpected uses beyond the toy box. During the Vietnam War, soldiers used Slinkies as mobile radio antennas. Scientists and teachers used them to demonstrate wave motion and physics principles in classrooms. What began as an accident in a shipyard became a versatile cultural icon. The story of the Slinky reflects a broader truth about invention, that accidents, when paired with curiosity, can lead to breakthroughs. Richard James didn't ignore the spring's strange movement. He leaned into it, transforming a failed experiment into a timeless toy. Betty James ensured the Slinky became more than a curiosity, guiding the company through ups and downs, including Richard's later departure, and making it a permanent part of childhood around the world. Today, the Slinky remains beloved not because it is complex, but because it is simple. It embodies wonder in motion, proof that sometimes the greatest creations come not from meticulous planning, but from clumsy accidents sand the imagination to see their potential.